Hello all, in today's video I just want to share the activity ideas I came up with for the month of March. So these are activities that Nate and I are going to be doing together, and I just thought I would share them with you, and in case you have your own children in your life, either at home or in a work situation like a daycare or a school setting, I thought I would share them and maybe you could use them with the children in your lives. So for the way I do my programming, I break it into categories. So language, thinking skills, motor skills, sensory, practical life skills, science and STEM, art, and then fun activities. And then, so for the language part, I've already talked about this in my last two videos. So we're going to be learning the French words for colors. We're going to be watching videos about Palm Sunday and Passover. And we're also going to be reading the morning basket books about Holy St. Patrick's Day, spring. And then we'll also be doing the worksheets that I came up with. So we'll get started with the next category. This is the thinking skills one. I came up with these three activities. So for counting coins, I just have like these little gold coins. These ones happily came from the Dollar Tree. I also have in this little bowl here, there's these little foam stickers, and there's also these little tiny little shamrocks too. So just my son could roll one dice or two dice, and then he just counts out. So 3, 1, 2, 3. So just counting out coins. You don't need to have the coins or the shamrocks. You could use green pom-poms, even if you have these little colorful blocks, anything just to count out. So that's the first one. And then I had mentioned that I have a game for St. Patrick's Day. Now, if you go to our Facebook page, if you're interested in it, I have these cards here that I designed. So you can do this either as a matching memory game, or you can do it as like goldfish and print out like 2 copies. So that's what's available on the Facebook page, which is TLC Nate's Homeschool. I'll link it again in the description. So, but I didn't actually print out ours, and I decided to make my own little memory cards. So these are stickers that came from Dollarama, and I just put them on some yellow cardstock. And the stickers all look kind of similar, but they're a little bit different. So we'll be using these more to compare and look at the different ones, but then we can also try to match ones that have similarities. So those are what we're going to be using. And then for another game is a butterfly puzzle. Now again, I know everybody's not going to have this particular puzzle. If you would like me to design a spring themed puzzle, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments section. I can pretty much design anything that you're interested in. So if there's any activity ideas that you want, just let me know and I can probably come up with something. But yeah, we'll be putting together this little puzzle. It is a 20-piece puzzle. We also have a large Melissa and Doug puzzle. I just didn't take it out. That has like flowers and butterflies on it. So we'll get on to our next category, and let's gonna pause for a moment. Just wanted to quickly share the fun activities. So for Holy, they one of their celebrations is they throw brightly colored powder on each other. So I thought for us, we could use this little makeup palette and just do each other's makeup. Nate loves doing my makeup, so I just thought that'd be fun. And then for the whole month, we could be doing our nails and different nail polishes. So we have a gold one. We have this one, which I don't know if it's available right now. This was out during the month of Pride. The color on it is actually called Pride. I did get it at Dollarama though. And then so it's just really nice rainbow colors. And then I have this really nice green sparkly one. So those are the fun activities we'll be doing together. So our next category is motor skills. So the first activity is stacking glow-in-the-dark rocks, which I happen to get mine at Dollarama. They also come in smaller ones, but I got the larger ones. So it's just for, take a couple and see how many we can get to stack up without them slipping. They are, you really have to try to balance them to get them to stand up. So we'll just be doing that. Kind of making towers out of them. So yeah, rock stacking. And then we have lacing beads. So I just have these multicolored beads from Dollarama again. And then just the pipe cleaners that are the corresponding colors. And then it's just for Nate to lace the beads on the pipe cleaners. Then we have step dancing to Irish music. So we'll just be playing some Irish music on YouTube and then trying to practice. We'll also be watching like videos on how they do their step dancing. So that'll be a fun little dancing activity. And then we have using tongs to pick up colored blocks and place them in a tray. So the plan for that is I just have this ice cube tray from Dollarama and then his tongs. And I'm also using these little tiny colored blocks from Dollarama. And do keep in mind with all these activities, they all need to be well supervised, especially with young children. But yeah, it's just for him to, I'm going to try to get him to do it in a rainbow order, but it's more for that pincer grass to pick these up and place them in a tray like this. And then this tray was actually great from Dollarama because it actually had like 6 spots across, so it's even quite tricky for me to even do this with my left hand because normally I don't use my left hand. Now for these little color blocks at Dollarama, there is no actual blue color. It's actually like a darker green. You could paint yours blue if you wanted to, and then we can count these out. We can also bring back the dice and roll the dice and say you get 3, and then you count out 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just to develop those muscles in the hand and fingertips. So this last one we'll probably be doing outside. It's tossing St. Patrick's Day bracelets. So these came from Dollarama. There's like the light green and then the dark green. And then this is the wooden frame thing I was talking about. This came from IKEA. You could also use like a paper towel holder, that those tall stand-up ones, the silver ones that Dollarama sells. But yeah, it's just fun to toss, the little bracelets on and see. You could also write different numbers here and do like a point system. But yeah, I just thought it would be something fun we can do now that the weather's getting a little bit warmer. We also have a beanbag toss, so we could throw these in there as well. So we'll move on to the sensory category. So for sensory, for sight, I have looking through color discs. So I happen to have this set of discs that are, when you hold them up in the light, you can look at items and they'll come out yellow, red, and blue. When you put them on top of each other, you can get orange, you can get green. So I have these. So we'll be using these just to look at items around the house in different colors. But I know not everybody has these. You could also use items like this that you have around your house. So like a blue see-through cup and look through and it looks light blue. I also have some old baby little lids here. So when you look through, you can see things in green, pink one. Even like little lids for your storage containers. So like red. I have this little blue one too. Just, using them as viewfinders to see items in a different color. And then for sound, we're going to be listening to the Irish music on YouTube. And then for smell, I have using scented markers to color with. So I have mine. Mine are from like Halloween. These are pretty cool. Again, Dollarama. They have some cool scents in there. And then I also have his Corella Silly Scent little crayons too. And these have really nice scents as well. So that's it for smell. And then for taste, I'm just going to pause again and bring out the items for that. So under our practical life skills activity, I have this activities. It's cutting Lucky Charm bars and then spreading icing and decorating cakes. So that's part of the taste is tasting. Do we taste sweet or sour from the items that we make? So I have these little like moon pie cakes. And then I thought he could spread icing on them. I just have some leftover icing from his birthday. Now we could decorate them with the little sprinkles. Could also decorate it with these little sour straps, also from Dollarama. I also have these little tiny, sorry for that noise. They're these little ginger snap little cookies. If I could just show you what they look like. They're little heart shapes. So he could put icing on those and then decorate them with the sprinkles and then add those to the little cake. So yeah, decorating these little cakes. And then these are the Lucky Charms little treat. They also came from Dollarama, so he'll be using a butter knife to try to cut these open. And then again, tasting them. What does it taste like? So that's for taste. And then the last one is touch, and it's just using Play-Doh with clover and flour cookie cutter. So I just pulled out like this nice yellow and orange, and then we have a green one, and then I happen to have this, and so two of the smaller little 3-leaf clover, so I have one larger and one smaller one, and then I had this blue flower shape. So yeah, he'll just be playing with the Play-Doh. He can also make items, whatever he wants with the Play-Doh. I also have lots of other colors of Play-Doh, so he can make rainbows. He can do what he wants with the Play-Doh. It's just more of touching it and filling the Play-Doh. And we also add things to our Play-Doh too, like little beads and stuff. So that's for that category. So we're just going to move on to the practical life skills. So the next category is practical life skills. I've already talked about this one at the bottom. So we're going to be doing planting seeds and watering plants. We actually only have one plant in the house at the moment. It's a little succulent that we keep in our washroom. But I do have this cool kit that came from Scholastics last year that we never used. It was only like $10. I'm not sure if it's still available. But you can get lots of seeds and pots and soil right now at Dollarama. But this set I thought was cool because we can also use it as sensory. So this is Grow Your Own Senses Garden. And then it comes with the seeds. It comes with thyme seeds, dill, and basil seeds. So we'll be doing that. And I might do a review on this kit because it also comes with like a user guide and stuff. So that's a cool little set. So we got our soil at Dollarama too. These are the 2.7 liter bags. And these are two for $1.50, so we'll be using that. I also have some little gloves for him. And then they also have these little shovels. I think you get 2 shovels and a little rake in the set. And then this, I don't know if it's still available. We got it a while back, but this is his elephant watering can. This is what he normally uses to water our succulents. So that's that. And then the next activity for practical life is arranging flowers. Now, in Montessori practices, you would normally give children real flowers and a glass vase. I'm not going to give him a glass vase, just because I'm worried he might drop it and break it. And I usually do not get real flowers just because, you know, they're cut and then they die eventually and they're wasteful. So I always use these silk flowers from Dollarama and Dollar Tree. I just placed them in this tin little mug. So this is just for him. Well, these will be on the tray like flat like this, and then he can just arrange them in any way he wants and make like a little decoration for springtime. I also threw in some of these butterfly ones too, so he can just design his own. He can use all yellow, all pink, all orange, if whatever way he wants to create some type of decoration. So our next category is science. I'm just going to get out the items for that. So our next category is science and STEM. So the first one is doing the walking rainbow experiment, or it's also called the color climbing bridges. So this activity, you need to have food coloring, water, 3 little plastic cups or glasses, and then paper towel, probably about 3 or 4 sheets, and you fold it over in this kind of style. And then what happens is you put a red, yellow, and blue in the container, and then what happens is the water will travel up the paper towel and it will start blending with one another. So it starts with the red, it goes into orange, yellow, the greens, and blues. So we made this one last year. So that was the first one. And if you want to pause and read this card, so there's all the supplies and it tells you how to do it. In this one they only used blue, purple, and red colors. So yeah, I want to just pause it and read that. So that's a fun little experiment of observing and seeing what happens to the paper towel. So we'll be redoing the activity again. Next we have a cause and effect activity. So this is mixing paint to see different colors. So when you have any paint, you can make almost every color. If you have just a red, blue, and yellow, those are the primary colors. Also, if you have a black and white, that would also make the shade colors and like pinks and grays. So this activity is just for him to mix the different colors and see if we can get an orange, green, and purple. So we just have these all from Dollarama. We have these little mixing trays from Dollarama. I have the little washing pot too, and 6 little paintbrushes. So when you mix red and yellow, that gives you the orange. Red and blue would give you the purple color, and then the blue and yellow would give you the green color. But if you also mix their opposites, so red and green are an opposite, they will make brown. Same as blue and orange are an opposite, and purple and yellow are opposite. So when you mix those colors, they also give you different shades of brown. So I just thought I would add that too, because we'll try to get some brown colors as well and just experiment with the paint. I will be saving all the paint that he mixes up, and I'll be using it in some kind of project. And then the last activity is using links to build things like birds, flowers, butterflies, bugs in a tree. You could also do this with like pipe cleaners and popsicle sticks, elastic bands, anything that you have in like rainbow colors, colorful straws, string, and try to make different things. But I happen to have these sets from the Dollar Tree. They came in 3 different sets. There was the star ones, these little kind of gear ones, and then these connector ones. You could also do this activity with the connects little blocks. You can make use Legos. You can use anything that you can build with, basically. So I'll just give them like a handful of these. I'll probably take out the black colored ones, but just the rainbow colored ones. And I'll say, you know, I'll give him a couple of different options. I'll say, can you make me a flower? Can you make me a butterfly? And then he can connect these together and try to make different things. So that was my kind of ideal with this activity, is just trying to build with these materials. And then the last category is art, so I'm just going to grab the items for that. So this last category is arts. I just have this construction paper from Dollarama. It's $4. It comes in all these brightly colored, but this is not like your typical construction paper. This is more like cardstock. So he'll be using these for his painting activities and sticker activities. So under art, we have butterfly and clover sticker art. This package also has like some dragonflies as well. So they're all glitters. So I thought you could use these. Great for fine motor as well, peeling the backs off and sticking it down. I have these little clovers as well. And then I have these left over from the little matching cards that I made. So yeah, I'll just be doing sticker art, those. And then I have these spring stamps. They already come with a yellow, green, and purple. There's 10 stamps, and this was $4 at Dollarama too. So they just have like spring images on them. So he'll be stamping with those. He can also stamp with this. This is the washable paint pad from Dollarama as well. And then for that, we're also going to be using this to do like handprints and stuff like that too. And then we also have the Care Bear coloring pages and stickers. So this was this little set also from Dollarama. And it just comes with these crayons. And then these are the stickers. So I thought we could try to use these stickers to do like a rainbow order. And then using the scented markers from the sensory activities, just coloring these little images, because the Care Bears are brightly colored, little rainbows on their stomach. So that's for that. And then the last activity, I'm just going to move this other, last activity. It's so late at night as usual. So yeah, we're also going to be doing rainbow finger painting, which I have this item also from Dollarama. And these are just the 6 neon paints. So I thought we could use those to do finger painting. And then also I have the glitter neon glue. So you could use that too. And do some finger painting. And same with this item. So those are all the items for that. And now this last one, I'm just going to show you what I have planned for the last one. So for the last art activity, I have using Do-A-Dot or bingo markers on a photo. So I just have these from Jot. I just pulled out 3. So the green, the blue, and the orange. Now, when we're talking about the holy celebrations. I mentioned about the colored powder. You could also crush up like the makeup palette that I had, and then use it on a piece of paper that has a photograph on it as well. We're just going to be using the Bingo Dabbers, where you might use some of that glitter paint as well. This is one that Nate did last year, so it's just a photograph of him. I just printed out black and white, and then he just stamped it with the dot markers to make it colorful. He only wants to use green, but he also used some of that glitter glue stuff. So that's the one he did last year. And then this year I just printed out this one of an image of me and him. So we'll be doing that. And then again, like I said, we could also crush up the eyeshadow. And the way that you can do it with the eyeshadow is just put some like glue stick on it and then sprinkle the powdered eyeshadow on the picture as well. And you could also use a real photograph too. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching this video and all my activity ideas. Like I said, if there's anything that you want me to design or ideas for any activities you need help with, just either message me on my Facebook page or write it down in the comments, and I'll definitely can come up with something. So take care, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.